I want to thank you all for joining us for this afternoon's presentation. We'll be talking about Customer Connect. Customer Connect is the communication tool designed to integrate with NCR Counterpoint. Now more than ever, based on the situation we've all found ourselves in, it's more important than ever to talk to your customers about maybe new processes that you've put into place, curbside pickups, just different ways in which you're interacting with your consumers on a daily basis. It's a great educational tool, and we'll talk more about that and kind of how it integrates with Counterpoint, and then I'll show you a demonstration of the Customer Connect product. As always, this presentation is being recorded, so we will have a recording to send out to you after the fact. All right, so my name is Darlene McQueen, and I am an account executive here at Retail Control Systems. I'm going on my 10th year, I believe, in November, so I've been around for a bit. There's my contact information. If you have any questions that we don't answer on this session, please go ahead and either call me or email me at that address. So Customer Connect uses one set of data. It actually integrates with Counterpoint. So any information that is put into Counterpoint, whether it's a new customer at point of sale or a purchase transaction, items that are entered into Counterpoint, a new loyalty program, any promotional codes that you do within Counterpoint, and also sales history. Customer Connect can allow you the ability to mine that information and build a list based on that. So for example, if you have a customer who signs up for your loyalty program and you want to send them an email after the fact, you can actually set up a set it and forget it campaign that would go ahead and send them an email once the system knows that they've signed up for the program. So it's a really cool tool, and it actually has some functionality that makes it hands-off and continues to market for you even if you're not doing it yourself. Closed loop reporting. So this so Counterpoint talks back to Customer Connect. So if you do an email campaign based on a promotional code or define a sales date, say a start in and a start and an end date to your sales campaign, it will actually start tracking purchases associated with that campaign, and then we'll report that to you based on a dashboard in Customer Connect. So this is a sample of what the dashboard looks like, and we'll take a look at that when we look at the demonstration. So as I mentioned earlier, set it and forget it campaigns really makes this tool an incredible hands-off tool. So for example, one of my favorites is the We Miss You campaign. You can actually set up a campaign in Counterpoint, in Customer Connect that is defined as if a customer doesn't go into your store within a 30-day period, on that 31st day, you can set up a We Miss You campaign to go out to the customer to say, hey, we haven't seen you in a while. We have some great new items on our shelves. Come check it out, and here's a 10% coupon. Now, Customer Connect automatically refreshes the list based on the data in Counterpoint and will automatically send that out to your customers on that 31st day. So that's a pretty powerful tool to make sure that your customers are continuing to come back to your store day after day. Some other examples would be like, thank you for your donation. So if somebody donates and you want to set up the program to automatically send them a thank you, you can do that. Joining our loyalty program, thank you for visiting our store, and thank you for becoming a member are other examples of set it and forget it campaigns. You also are offered subscribe options. So on your actual website, you can put a button that says join our mailing list to receive our latest announcements and promotions. And then once they enter their email address in here, it actually provides them with a form so they can fill out all of their contact information. And that information is shared with the Counterpoint system. So it's a great way to capture customer information and get that into your Counterpoint application. And then sending targeted emails. So this is great for, let's say, a garden center who every year, year over year, the same customer comes in and they buy perennials, hanging baskets for Mother's Day. This Customer Connect allows you to look at those customer purchases and say, this group of customers come into my store every May. So I want to make sure that I send them a promotion for a hanging basket, because that's what they typically buy around Mother's Day. So I want to make sure I keep them coming back to my store, not going to my competitors. So you can do targeted campaigns based on that. And we'll show you when we get into Customer Connect how easy that is. And then you can also schedule those campaigns out. The pricing for Customer Connect is, so 0 to 500 subscribers is $15. So when you sign up for Counterpoint, there's a minimum of $15 monthly fee that you'll be charged. And then the number of subscribers, as it increases, your fee would go up. Subscribers are valid subscribers. So this means that if you by chance ordered a 10,000 piece email list and you uploaded that into Customer Connect and you sent an email out the door, but only 7,000 emails were valid and actually made it to their recipients, then you're only charged for the 7,000. So that's what a valid subscriber is. So there's no contracts and there's no setup fees, and then free image hosting. So this is great because I know there are a lot of competitive products that you can host only like 10 images and then you have to pay extra for those images. That's not the case with Customer Connect. Okay. There are promotions coming, so I want you guys to be on the lookout for some exciting announcements from NCR on Customer Connect and also CP Mobile. And I believe that there's also a session being set up by NCR next week for CP Mobile. So we're going to list that on next week's events as well. So be on the lookout for that. All right. Let me go ahead and share my Customer Connect application. Okay, so this is Customer Connect. So this is when you log into Customer Connect, you're going to be logging into your main screen. This is demo data, so there's not a lot going on here, but this is going to be my active contacts. So this is my active contacts, and then it shows like any opt-outs or invalids or unverified contacts. And also on the bottom, these are my campaigns. So these are some campaigns that I sent back a while back as an example. So these are the results of those campaigns. So when you're getting ready to create a email to go out the door or define a campaign with a group of emails that go underneath that, the first tab you're going to click is your campaign tab. Okay, get to this. I've been playing around with it, so it's kind of all over the place. So you'll start this. Actually, if you look at these numbers up here, there's 8 steps to getting an email out the door. So you can follow these steps. And the first would be selecting a campaign. So if you have a pre-established campaign, you can select that and start adding another email into that campaign, or you can define a new campaign. So we're going to add a new campaign. It's going to be called Curbside Pickup. Okay, so we want to educate our customers about our new curbside pickup service. Next step, I'm going to hit select email. I can do that at the bottom. I can also do that at the top. And essentially, we're going to hit add email. You want to then define the email that you're going to be sending out. So this is going to be my buy online curbside pickup email. And this is my subject line that's going to be on my email. Okay. I can also include my social media shares and follow links. This is where you might want to define a Counterpoint discount code. So if you're going to create a discount that's going to be associated with this email, then you can put a discount code in here. Now, of course, you'd want to set that up first in Counterpoint. And then when you define your discount code, there'll be the first step will be creating a discount code. That's what you're going to want to put here. So if you do that, then it's going to be very accurate when it's tracking the dollars and cents to this campaign. So that's a really good thing. There's another way to do that, which we'll show you as we get to the body of the email by creating a barcode. So let's go ahead to the next step. So we're going to go ahead and edit our settings. So these are your sender information, okay, your footer details that you might want to have on your email. Now you define it once and it continues to be valid for every email you put out. Whitelisting, and then your social media hooks. Okay, so we have Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And then social media sharing. Okay. So then the next step, and this is really the power of Customer Connect, is creating a list. So again, you'll create your list in NCR Counterpoint. You can also upload lists. So if you're using a email marketing tool today, you can export that list into an Excel format, bring it to a CSV file, and then import that list into Customer Connect. You know, also if you purchase a list as well, that's typically delivered to you in a CSV format, you can just import that into Customer Connect fairly easy. And then I can show you when we get to some of the manage tabs how you would do that. So for this demonstration, we're actually going to build a list. So I'm going to create a new segment, okay, and I'm going to call that, say my active customers. Okay, and this is where you can pick what you want to target. So average monthly visits. So at this point, if I chose this, I could say average monthly visits are greater than, less than, or equal to. Okay. Contact list. So this would be if I wanted to send it out to a list that I've uploaded into the Customer Connect product. List name. Again, this would be picking a list that already exists. Contact type, country, customer category, customer code, days since last email engagement, first purchase and last purchase, opt-in. So this would be people opting in from your mailing, from your website. And then categories, item groups, and then you can define like loyalty programs, so member, point balances, programs. You can target customers that have points greater than, and then define geographics, zip codes, etc. So these are, and you can also add rules on top of rules as well. Okay. The next step is selecting your template. Okay, so there are hundreds of templates in here. You can pick a theme. So I'm gonna pick people and animals. You can look at your different options. So you can do a canned, a promotion, a newsletter, text only, basic, or 2 columns. So those are my options. So we're going to do a promotion. You can pick a color theme scheme. I'll just have it say all for now. Okay, so I can choose these templates. Actually, let me do all. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and select this dog and cat template here. And then the next step is turning this into your email. So I'm going to go ahead and hit edit content. Okay. So this is what I get to start with. From here, I can make some changes to the copy. Obviously, you'd want to. So okay, you can change your color theme. So if you want a different color scheme here, you can pick, like, change it around to whatever you want it to look like. Okay. On the right-hand side, you can add images or text or separators or a coupon. Let me see, I want to add just a single image. So, left image, right image, no padding, 1 column image. Okay, so I'll go ahead and add this image in here. Click on the image. I can pull in my image that I want to work with. You can change your columns around. As I mentioned, you can have a coupon here. And this can be a barcoded coupon. So I wanted to talk about that. So you can actually create a barcode in Counterpoint. This barcode can be a promotional code that you have in Counterpoint. So if you have a discount code, you can also make this your barcode. And then what you'd want to do is set up a button in Counterpoint to click that button and then scan the barcode, and then it will populate the promotion that's happening. So, so here's my barcode. This is also going to be my promotion code in Counterpoint. Okay. So this is now, obviously you want to add some text in here. You can customize the text. Actually, I think I have some text we can add here. So let me go ahead and copy that in. Okay, so there's my text. I can center that, make the font bigger, change the font color. Okay, and here's my email. So I can click preview. The next step, after you get your email just the way you like it, and then you'll want to go to the process of testing your email. And this is basically going to check to make sure it's going to be received by your recipient and not land in their junk folder. So this email is at a low risk, so I should feel comfortable that that's going to land in their inbox, and then I can send myself a test. Okay, so once everything looks good, the next step is scheduling and sending your email out the door. So if I hit schedule and send, I can send this now if I'm anxious to get it out, or I can send it later, and so I can schedule that out. So let's say I want to send it on the 15th and I want it to go at 12 a.m. I can enable reoccurrences. So let's say I want to send this on the 15th and then I want to send it the following week. I can make all of those changes and schedule that out so it continues to go out the door. So that's steps 1 through 8 in getting an email out the door with Customer Connect. Couple of things I did want to point out, and going back to my template, there are some, if you like to use HTML, so you want to produce your own code to copy in, this allows you the ability to add your own source code in here, okay? You can also do variables. So let's say in this copy, we wanted to say, use your loyalty points. I can go ahead here and hit a variable, and I can look at my customer profiles. And I'm sorry, not that one. That's not what I wanted. Contact, company, store. These are all my variables that I can set up. I know I do have loyalty points balance. So I can enter my loyalty points as a variable. And so now what's going to happen is when that email goes out the door for a specific customer, it's going to give them their loyalty points balance. Okay, and I also want to point out that if you are going to use the barcode functionality in Customer Connect, to scan on a phone, you would need the 2D barcode scanner. Otherwise, if somebody brings their phone in and has the promotion, you'll need to enter in the promotional code to activate the promo. Image hosting. So if I go to the Manage tab, this talks about managing lists. So this is where you would go to upload a list, and then we'll talk about images in a second. So I can go ahead and download a template. So you'll want to download the template so it's easy to import into the Customer Connect application. We also do have some standard templates for constant contact or eye contact if you use those tools today and you want to switch over. So we can easily work with those lists. The next thing you want to do is upload a file. So you can go ahead and choose your file, and that'll go out to your computer, obviously, allow you to find that list, and then attest that it hasn't been purchased or rented, and then you can upload it. And those are just some of the rules with sending emails out the door. Okay. Images. So again, you can store unlimited images here. Templates. Contacts, this is where you would want, I'm sorry, I'm backtracking here. So this is where you'd want to go if you need to edit or make any changes to contact information that is in the Customer Connect application. Subscribe options, so this is where you would go to copy the HTML code and then put that on your website. So if I went ahead and did this and put this on my website or had my website developer do it, then now people will be able to connect with Customer Connect through my website. Variables, so you can define different variables as well. And then the results tab, this is going to give you details about your campaigns and contacts. So this is my contacts. These are results of my contacts, some of the results of my campaign. And I'm going to go back here. Okay, so this is an example. So these are some campaigns that were sent out through Customer Connect. My bounce rates, my opens, and then purchases associated with those campaigns. Links. So these are specific links that you embed into your email to see what links have been clicked on. And then your social media hooks. And then the Manage tab. This is where you would, well, we've already been through that. So manage your lists and your contacts. That's pretty much Customer Connect. It's very intuitive, easy to work with. It's a great program. Are there any questions at this point?
I haven't seen any come through.
Okay. And what else can I say about Customer Connect? It does work with Counterpoint. It will update lists as well. So it'll send an update to Counterpoint. So there's cross communication back and forth. I guess that's all I got. So if there aren't any additional questions, we can end this call. Oh, we have a question.
Oh, there you go. What platform of e-commerce does it work with?
Well, it works with Counterpoint. So so it really doesn't depend on your e-commerce system. It depends on Counterpoint. So one would assume if you have an e-commerce system that would integrate with Counterpoint, and then Customer Connect would take that data from the Counterpoint application. Great. Well, we will make sure that each of you who've joined this event will do I'll send a special email out to you once I hear about the promotions that are happening with Customer Connect and also CP Mobile.